I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like I'm Montana. Make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the in my friend. My bro on a steaming stove like grits. Got this vibe on a tippy toes. In a LA live. I'm staying at the Lowe's with this Hollywood. Got a can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it. Pull up with a put some diamonds on her toes. Let know that I'm real. Used to pull it. You can still call it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bash Bro. Yes, we did it, y'all. I hit Legend this year on NBA 2K22, and my boy King Jordan go show you how to hit Legend on this week's episode on NBA 2K TV.
Season 4 has been bursting with fun events, and there's even more coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Top Deck, where all games played on Deck 16 will earn double XP. In the city, check out Mobile One Grand Prix. Play games and finish the race for a chance to earn unlimited block boosts and exclusive My Player items. Next weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Dunk Fest. Win prizes by working with the community to hit the designated dunk goal. In the city, show off your range at the Ruffles Ridge 4-Point Tournament, or head to the Rec for double XP. 2022 is the year of the Tiger, so hunt for glory and reach level 40 to earn one of your own. Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. This week we're focusing on tips to give you the upper hand in NBA 2K22. And if you're going for Legend, this first segment is for you.
We've been out in the neighborhood checking out all of you making your way to Legend, and last week when Season 4 began, we caught up with King Jordan 2K, who gave his thoughts about Season 4 Hunt for Glory and some tips to help you fast track your way to level 40. Check it out.
We have the man, the myth, and the soon-to-be legend, King Jordan 2K. I'm in the studio. We've got Chris at home. Welcome to the show, King Jordan.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. I even got the 2K logo TV in my hair. So
that is amazing. That's a first on 2K TV, King Jordan.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. So, you know, we got to be different. So we built different.
Now, I heard a rumor that you are the new owner of a 2K logo. How does that make you feel for the second year in a row?
Let's meet the starters now for your Los Angeles Lakers. Dante Exum. At center, 6'11", number 14, Mark Gasol. Andre Robertson. At forward, 6'10", number 3, A.D. Anthony Davis. LeBron James.
Welcome everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Well, it sure is, and the banners to prove it, David. Thank you. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Andre Robertson out there with Exum. And it's Gasol at the center position. And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all-time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Exum's shot is off. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the inside, Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Now Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
The kick out to LeBron. Inside, Bridges with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And it's in there.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Lob pass to Gasol.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Down low. Ayton kicks to Paul. Trying to get open is Crowder. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ayton.
A good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
Exum's shot is off. Robertson the pass to Gasol. Kicks it out to James. Drills it from outside. LeBron's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Paul. He had 35 points last game out. Pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Over Exum, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, hitting that mid-range shot, this is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Robertson can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from that.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort. Being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
For 3, Booker hits it from three-point range.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Davis dishes to Exum. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Suns. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Lakers trail by 9. James, the pass to Davis. And taken away by Paul. And now the Suns, a fast break. Paul's running. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by LeBron. And Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Exum. His three-pointers off the mark.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Robertson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Exum. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Suns. And the rejection by James.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
James dishes to Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Passes it to Davis. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Gasol kicks to Morris to end the cold streak. And again, the Lakers no good. Phoenix leading by 11. On the wing, Booker fires from deep. And James pulls it down. And the pass to Davis. Caldwell-Pope dishes to Gasol. Ball's knocked loose. Morris passes to LeBron. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Ayton's got 6 points.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
James finds Morris. And it's good off the back rim and in.
A little find by LeBron James, setting up a great look that time.
To the paint, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating.
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter.
There's no pressure for none of us to score.
Well, and the way this roster is composed with Anthony Davis and all these veterans around, everyone able to play their part.
And play their role. As LeBron gets older, he's going to choose his spots and look for ways to make his teammates better.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Caldwell-Pope out there with Marquise Morris. And it's Gasol.
Okay. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. What a great option he gives them on every possession. Morris
against Booker. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And good that time. Charge has got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Davis kicks to James. And the Lakers get it back. Gasol passes to Caldwell Pope. Good.
Yeah, knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Exum's checked in.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Diallo. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And Brent, clearly a lot of games left on the schedule, but when do players start taking notice of the standings?
I feel like All-Star break is always the time, Kevin, where you're looking at things and you're trying to do the math about, okay, let's see, we got 34 games to go. We're going to have to, be 20 and 14 to get ourselves into this position. But usually at the All-Star break, when guys are away, you take assessment of that, and then you know that second half of run where you got to get to in order to be a team competing in the postseason.
No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons. Well, Booker can mix it up. Once he's got a lane to the hoop, he jumps all over the defense there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Paul, and the Suns tack on 2 more. Lakers trail by 15. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target from 3-point range. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. The shot by Paul, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Andre is checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Diallo. It's Kuzma penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Kuzma's got his first points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lakers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Merrill can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Paul. That one's not going to go. James with some nice D. Kuzma passes to Merrill. Back to Kuzma. Launches it. LeBron's shot is off.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Kuzma against Johnson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Jay Crowder's checked in for Olynyk, and Bellamy subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his third assist on the night.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. A nice shot by Booker.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And so... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They have a 13-point lead. And over to...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
It is way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past as they're trying to understand the rhythm of flow. Of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways to get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
The offensive rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Merrill. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 10. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
And the Lakers call time here.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Suns in second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
And Phoenix with another turnover here.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. First in free throw percentage, third in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Ayton kicks to Crowder. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. 6 points for Jay Crowder. Morris dishes to Gasol. Morris passes to Robertson. For three, Caldwell Pope. And they recover it from deep. And again, the Lakers no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get.